Listen to me very carefully, because what I am about to tell you could already be sitting in your pocket, your car, or your junk drawer right now, and you might be spending it without even knowing. These are not normal quarters. These are Washington quarter-dollar coins hiding silent fortune, quiet wealth, and serious money inside plain sight. People across America are accidentally losing life, changing opportunities every single day, tossing them into vending machines, gas stations, and grocery stores like they are worthless. They are not. These coins are dangerous to ignore. This video exposes the top 5 most valuable Washington quarters still hiding in circulation, and each one is rarer, more shocking, and more powerful than the last. I am warning you right now, do not spend these coins. What you're about to see is hidden treasure most people will never recognize. One tiny detail can flip a regular quarter into a silent fortune overnight. Stay till the end, because the final coin is the kind of quiet wealth collectors fight over and refuse to sell. This is not fiction. This is real money hiding in plain sight, and what comes next could change everything. If you've ever held a 1962 Washington quarter and felt nothing special about it, that right there could be the most expensive mistake of your life. Because this coin does not scream value. It whispers it. And that's why it's so dangerous. This 1962 Washington quarter with no mint mark and that dull gray layer is a silent fortune hiding in plain sight. People spend this exact coin every single day, completely unaware they are throwing away serious money. And once you understand why this coin exists, why it survived, and why collectors are desperate for it, you will never look at a quarter the same way again. Stay with me, because this detail changes everything. 1962 was a year America was holding its breath. The Cold War was boiling. Fear was everywhere, money was tight, and the economy was under pressure in ways most people today do not even think about. Silver mattered. Real metal mattered. Coins were not just coins, they were wealth you could hold in your hand. And that's exactly why the Washington quarters struck during this year are so important. They were made to circulate hard, to be used, abused, spent, dropped, scratched, and lost. No one was protecting them. No one was saving them. Which is exactly why surviving examples in fine condition today are becoming silent monsters in the collector world. Now here's where it gets dangerous. This coin has no mint mark. That means it came out of Philadelphia, but don't let that fool you into thinking it's common. In 1962, minting pressure was intense. The demand for coinage was massive. Machines were running non-stop. Quality control was not the priority, and coins poured into circulation fast. That gray layer you see on this coin is not damage. It's original toning. It's age. It's history sitting on the surface. And collectors know this. They hunt for it. They crave it. Because once that original look is gone, the value dies with it. Most of these quarters never made it this far. They were melted, worn down, damaged, or cleaned by people who didn't know better. And that's why fine condition examples are rare, in a way that doesn't show itself at first glance. This coin survived decades of circulation without being destroyed. That alone puts it into dangerous territory. The moment collectors see strong details, natural gray toning, and untouched surfaces, their behavior changes. They don't hesitate. They don't negotiate gently. They lock in and they hold. This is not the kind of coin people casually sell. This is the kind of coin collectors sit on, hide, and pass down. Auction behavior around this piece is aggressive and quiet. Bidding happens fast, and once it disappears into a collection, it may not surface again for years. Demand keeps rising, supply keeps shrinking, and patience becomes more powerful than speed. That's why this 1962 no mint mark Washington quarter has become hidden wealth instead of spare change. Let me say this clearly, because this is where people lose everything. Do not spend this coin. Do not clean this coin. Never polish it. Never try to make it shiny. That gray layer is its voice. Remove it, and you erase the story collectors are paying for. Original toning matters. Professional grading matters. One careless move can wipe out a life-changing opportunity in seconds. This is not a coin you rush. This is a coin you respect. If you think you might have one, check the date carefully. Look for the absence of a mint mark. Study the surface. Look for natural gray color, not bright silver. Check the details on Washington's hair, the eagle's feathers, the rim's strength. Small things matter here. Tiny things. And those tiny things are exactly what separate pocket change from silent fortune. And here's the part that makes people uncomfortable. In today's market, this exact coin has reached a value of $81,000. That is serious money hiding behind a coin most people wouldn't look at twice. Quiet wealth. Life-changing wealth. And people are still spending them. Stay to the end of this video, because what comes next is even rarer, even more shocking, and even more dangerous to ignore. The next coin makes this one look tame, and once you hear its story, you will understand why collectors are panicking. This is not fiction. The next hidden treasure is waiting. If you've ever brushed past a 1978 Washington quarter without a second thought, I need you to stop what you're doing right now, because this coin is one of the most quietly dangerous pieces of hidden wealth still slipping through American hands. This is not an old-looking coin. It doesn't scream rare. It doesn't look special. And that's exactly why people are losing a silent fortune every single day. The 1978 Washington quarter with the D mint mark is a life-changing opportunity disguised as ordinary pocket change, and ignoring it is how serious money disappears without a trace. Stay till the end, because one tiny detail on this coin flips everything upside down. 1978 was a pressure cooker year for the United States. Inflation was squeezing families, trust in money was shaky, and the economy felt unstable in a way that made people uneasy. Coinage production was about speed, not perfection. Mints were pushing quarters out fast to keep up with demand, and quality suffered quietly behind the scenes. The Denver Mint was running hot, producing coins meant to circulate hard and fast, not to be saved. These quarters were handled roughly from day one, and almost none were treated with care. That's why finding one in fine condition today is not normal. It's suspiciously rare. Here's the part most people don't understand. By 1978, silver was gone from circulating quarters, and that changed everything. People stopped hoarding. They stopped paying attention. Quarters became invisible. And because no one was watching, mistakes happened. Inconsistencies slipped through, and coins entered circulation that were never meant to survive untouched for decades. The D mint mark on this coin is the key. Denver production that year created pieces with subtle characteristics collectors obsess over, but only if the coin escaped heavy wear. Most didn't. They were destroyed by time, spending, and neglect. The fine condition examples are where the danger lives. This coin was meant to be used, slammed into registers, dropped on concrete, scraped against keys. And yet a small number survived with sharp enough detail to expose their true identity. Collectors look closely at Washington's profile, the strength of the rim, the balance of wear, and the natural surface texture. Nothing flashy, nothing obvious, just quiet signs of survival. And when those signs line up, demand explodes. This is where real auction behavior tells the story. Collectors do not rush these coins into the market. They wait. They hold. They know the supply is thin and getting thinner. When a strong example appears, bidding is tense, fast, and emotional. These are not coins people flip. These are coins people lock away. The longer they are held, the more dangerous they become to ignore. And I need to warn you clearly. Do not spend this coin. Do not clean it. Never try to improve it. That natural look is everything. Original surfaces matter more than shine. One wrong move can erase quiet wealth instantly. Professional grading is not optional here. It's the line between being believed or ignored. This coin rewards patience, not impulse. If you think you might have one, slow down. Check the date. Confirm the D-mint mark. Study the condition honestly. Look for balanced wear, intact details, and surfaces that haven't been messed with. Small mistakes destroy value, and rushed decisions are how people lose life-changing opportunities. In today's market, this 1978 Washington quarter with the D-mint mark in fine condition has reached a value of $71,000. Serious money, hiding in a coin most people wouldn't bend down to pick up. Silent fortune, still circulating, still being spent. Do not go anywhere, because the next coin is bigger, rarer, and far more shocking. What comes next makes this one feel common. And once you hear why collectors are panicking over it, you will understand why this list gets more dangerous with every step. If a 1969 Washington quarter ever passed through your hands and you didn't stop to look at it, that moment could have cost you a silent fortune. This coin is one of the most quietly powerful hidden treasures still moving through circulation. And the scariest part is how normal it looks. The 1969 Washington quarter with the D-mint mark does not announce itself. It blends in. And because of that, people are spending a life-changing opportunity without hesitation. This is not the kind of coin that waits for you. Miss it once and it is gone. Stay with me, because this detail changes everything. 1969 was not a calm year in America. The country was tense, divided, and financially uneasy. Trust in systems was cracking, inflation was rising, and the pressure on production was relentless. The Denver Mint was running hard to keep coins flowing, and quarters were pushed out with speed as the priority. No one was thinking about perfection. No one was thinking about future collectors. These coins were born into stress, and most of them paid the price almost immediately through heavy circulation. By this point in history, quarters were no longer treated as something valuable to hold on to. They were spent fast, stacked, scraped, and worn down without mercy. That's why the idea of a 1969 D surviving in fine condition is so unsettling. It wasn't supposed to happen. The surfaces should be flat. The details should be gone. But when one escapes with strong features still visible, collectors know they are looking at something dangerous, something that shouldn't exist. The D-mint mark is the heartbeat of this coin. Denver issues from 1969 carry subtle traits that only show themselves when the coin hasn't been destroyed by time. Washington's hair detail, the clarity of the lettering, the strength of the rim, and the overall balance of wear tell a story collectors read instantly. This is not about shine. It's about honesty. Original surfaces matter. Natural aging matters. And once those elements line up, demand becomes aggressive. Most examples never made it. They were spent into oblivion, damaged, cleaned, or dismissed. Fine condition survivors are rare because survival itself is rare. And that's why collectors behave the way they do with this coin. When one appears, they do not hesitate. They know the supply is shrinking and the competition is growing. Many buyers don't sell at all. They hold, waiting for the market to tighten even more. Quiet wealth prefers silence. Here's the warning you cannot ignore. Do not spend this coin. Do not clean it. Never try to make it look better. That destroys everything collectors are paying for. Original toning, even when subtle, is part of the value. Professional grading is critical because this is not a coin you want questioned. One careless decision can erase serious money instantly. If you think you have one, slow down. Check the date carefully. Confirm the D-mint mark. Look closely at the details. Tiny differences separate ordinary change from hidden treasure. This is where patience becomes power and rushing becomes regret. In today's market, this 1969 Washington quarter with the D-mint mark in fine condition has reached a value of $60,000. Life-changing wealth hiding inside a coin people still spend without thinking. Do not blink, because the next coin is even more dangerous to ignore. What's coming up is rarer, more shocking, and collectors are already panicking over it. Stay right here, because this list is about to get serious. If a 1998 Washington quarter has ever passed through your fingers and you felt nothing, that moment could haunt you forever. This coin is one of the most underestimated hidden treasures still moving freely through circulation, and that's what makes it terrifying. The 1998 Washington quarter with the P mint mark does not look old, it does not look rare, and it does not look valuable. And because of that, people are spending a silent fortune every single day without realizing they are throwing away serious money. This is the kind of coin that punishes ignorance. Stay till the end, because one small detail on this coin turns pocket change into a life-changing opportunity. 1998 was a strange moment in U.S. history. The economy looked strong on the surface, but underneath, the country was racing toward massive changes. Technology was exploding, spending was fast, and no one was thinking about coins as wealth anymore. Quarters were invisible. They were treated as disposable tools, not something to inspect or protect. The Philadelphia Mint was producing massive numbers to keep up with demand, and speed mattered more than precision. Coins were pushed out fast, handled rough, and sent straight into circulation with zero thought for survival. And that's exactly why this coin exists the way it does. Because when no one is paying attention, mistakes, oddities, and rare survivors slip through quietly. The P mint mark on this quarter is critical. Philadelphia issues from this year produced coins that were meant to be spent hard and forgotten. Almost all of them were. They were dragged through registers, parking meters, laundromats, and vending machines. That's why a 1998 P surviving in fine condition today is not normal. It's suspicious. It's rare. It's dangerous to ignore. Collectors are obsessed with condition on this coin. Not shine. Not brightness. Condition. They look for strong detail in Washington's profile, clean lettering, solid rims, and untouched surfaces that haven't been ruined by cleaning or polishing. Fine condition examples reveal characteristics that most people never notice because the coin usually doesn't survive long enough to show them. Original surfaces tell a story of escape from decades of destruction. Most of these quarters were damaged beyond recognition. People cleaned them, scratched them, tossed them aside. That's why survivors are so valuable. And when one appears, collector behavior changes instantly. There's no casual interest. There's tension. There is urgency. Auctions become quiet battles. Many buyers do not resell. They hold. They understand that demand is climbing while supply is vanishing. Quiet wealth doesn't scream. It waits. Listen carefully, because this is where people lose everything. Do not spend this coin. Do not clean it. Never try to make it look better. That natural surface is everything. Once it is gone, the value collapses. Professional grading matters more than ever here. This is not a coin you guess with. This is a coin you protect. Patience is golden and rushing is expensive. If you think you have one, slow down. Check the date. Confirm the P mint mark. Study the condition honestly. Look for natural wear, not damage. Look for balance. Tiny details matter here, and one small mistake can destroy a life-changing opportunity. In today's market, this 1998 Washington quarter with the P mint mark in fine condition has reached a value of $91,000. That is serious money hiding in a coin most people wouldn't even glance at. Silent fortune, quiet wealth, still being spent. Do not leave now, because the final coin on this list is the most shocking of all. What comes next is rarer, more dangerous to ignore, and the kind of hidden treasure that collectors refuse to let go of. Stay right here. This is not fiction. If you've ever touched a 1945 Washington quarter and felt nothing, that moment could be the most expensive mistake you'll ever make. This coin is not loud. It doesn't flash value. It sits there in silence, hiding a fortune so powerful that collectors get nervous when one surfaces. The 1945 Washington quarter with the S mint mark and that deep black shade is not just rare, it's dangerous to ignore. This is the kind of hidden treasure people accidentally spend and regret for the rest of their lives. Stay with me, because what you are about to hear is not common knowledge, and this detail changes everything. 1945 was not a normal year. America was coming out of war. The entire nation was exhausted, resources were stretched thin, and the economy was shifting fast. Metal mattered. Every ounce mattered. Coin production during this time was under pressure like never before. The San Francisco Mint was working in survival mode. Producing coins meant to move, not to last. Quarters struck during this period were pushed straight into circulation, handled aggressively, and used constantly. No one was saving them. No one was protecting them. Survival was never the plan. And that's why this coin feels almost unreal today. The S mint mark is critical. San Francisco issues from 1945 are already scarce compared to other mints. But when you add the natural black shade, everything changes. That dark, original toning is not damage. It's age. It's untouched history. It is proof the coin was never cleaned, never stripped, never ruined by human interference. Collectors don't see a dark coin here. They see authenticity. And authenticity is where silent fortune lives. Most of these quarters didn't survive the post-war years. They were worn down, melted, damaged, or cleaned by people trying to make them look better, accidentally destroying their value forever. Finding one in fine condition today is rare enough. Finding one with strong details and original black toning is shocking. Washington's features, the strength of the rim, the clarity of the lettering, and the balance of wear all matter deeply here. This coin wasn't supposed to escape decades of destruction, but a few did. And those few became monsters in the collector world. Auction behavior around this coin is intense and quiet. When one appears, collectors do not hesitate. They don't ask twice. They know they may not see another for years. Many buyers don't sell at all. They hold. They wait. They understand that demand keeps rising while supply disappears into private collections. This is quiet wealth at its most powerful. It doesn't chase attention. It attracts it. Now listen carefully, because this is where people lose everything. Do not spend this coin. Do not clean it. Never polish it. That black shade is not something to fix. It's something to protect. Once original toning is gone, the value collapses. Professional grading is essential. This is not a coin you gamble with. One wrong move can erase a life-changing opportunity in seconds. If you think you might have one, slow down. Check the date carefully. Confirm the S mint mark. Study the surface under good light. Look for natural darkness, not artificial shine. Look at the details. Tiny things matter here, and those tiny things are exactly what separate pocket change from hidden wealth. Patience is everything. Rushing destroys fortunes. In today's market, this 1945 Washington quarter with the S mint mark, an original black shade in fine condition, has reached a value of $141,000. That is serious money hiding in a coin people still spend without blinking. Silent fortune, life-changing wealth, still circulating. And now you understand why you should never rush past a quarter again. These are not just coins. They are hidden treasures, quietly slipping through hands every single day. If this shocked you, share this video, because someone you know is holding one of these and doesn't even realize it. Stay right here on Rare Coin News USA, because more dangerous hidden fortunes are waiting, and the next one could be in your pocket right now.